Hey, it's Aaron from GameEnthus.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing Aaero from Mad Fellow Games, also published by Reverb. So, yeah. As usual, I'm going to start off with normal because that's the only thing that's unlocked. What choice do I have? I would start there anyway, even if it wasn't the only thing unlocked. So, Aaero's a music game. It's a rhythm game, but it's definitely has some sci-fi kind of shooter elements to it, where you're using the left analog to stay on a track, which enables you to get points as you see in the upper left while dodging obstacles. It takes a little bit of a learning curve to get there, and some of the open areas use the right stick to highlight enemies and then use the right trigger to send out a projectile to destroy them. I'm not really sure if doing things more rhythmically net you more points or not. It didn't really seem like it. It seemed like if you're on beat for more of the actual track portion, that matter more than shooting the enemies with projectiles to the beat necessarily, but I could be wrong. You also want to pay attention to things that are just colored red. There's objects within every level that if you shoot them, you get more points, which enables you to get more stars. So some enemies you can actually have all your projectiles. I think you can shoot 8 at a time. All of them actually focused on them and send out all 8 at one target and destroy it. Sometimes. And each level kind of goes through a portion when you're sort of in a tunnel and then you're out of it, and where you have a lot more enemies coming at you and a lot more things to do, although they can be combined. I had some difficulty with the pistons in this particular track, so there was some failure on my part, but eventually I did overcome the issue I had with the pistons. I'm being completely honest, some of these songs I've heard them in other games, but I'm not that familiar with the artists, but I did like the soundtrack. And outside of staying on track and the enemies that typically can be dispatched in a couple of hits, there's also some boss levels as well. And then you have enemies who send out some homing projectiles and things, which are quite challenging. But you have to be mindful of how many targets you placed on a particular enemy. So if you use them all up, then the projectile will chase you and probably hit you because there's nothing that's going to stop it from doing it. Those lights in the back are not red things that can be hit, just for the record. I tried. Some of the left analog motions you have to do to stay on the track I found to be very difficult. They're doable, but they do definitely take some practice to stay on. You need really precise motion with the analog there, the left analog. As I've alluded to earlier, the stars you earn definitely gate the levels that are to follow. So you kind of have to go back in and clean up sometimes if you don't have enough to proceed. But luckily they have a chill out mode, which basically has every level. It's like practice mode, which is every level there. You can practice as many times as you want to and then go back into the regular mode and complete them. So all in all, I definitely enjoyed Aaero. I think if you're into music games, rhythm games, etc., something I would definitely recommend. Something a little different. Yeah, you're following music on a track, but the combat and the staying on the track portions, I've never seen any game do that. Bring those two things together the way Aaero did. So I definitely recommend it. It's out on Xbox One and PS4 for sure. I'm not sure about the PC, but you'll see something in the notes beneath to let you know about that. Anyway, if you like it, feel free to like, subscribe, share, and click on any one of these videos and check out hundreds of more videos. and you can like those and share those as well if you want to. No, if you don't want to, just do it anyway. All right, that's it.